There you go. What's up, everybody? I'm trying this feature out on the iPhone. I know it's on Android, but we're gonna try this and see how it sounds. It may sound like shit, but you know what? As breaking news is happening, I'm here with my co-host, SmoothPana.
Check, 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 check. How's everybody doing tonight? We got a whole lot. We got a few things to discuss on
We're
some
gonna we're gonna
topics
we're gonna
that
talk about this. Is gonna be a news video for the channel. Eventually we'll move these over to the show's channel, but I wanted to talk about this with Smooth real quick. We're talking about Busted Open Radio getting bought out by WWE, and it's insane. It's just purely insane what's happening right now. It's just absolutely absurd, and to me, WWE is becoming a monopoly, just a monopoly in itself.
yes. And like I was saying to you earlier, that I'm going to say to everyone here, everyone that's going to be listening to this after the recording, they're becoming TKO saw how WWE was under Vince McMahon when he was buying up wrestling territories from the 1980s up until the 2000s. So now they got that check that box checked. What they're doing is they're going now into buying up satellite radio, and sooner or later your IWC or IWC content creators, watch what happens. Some of them are going to get some contracts from WWE to just do exclusive WWE content.
It's just it. You
And
know what,
here,
my friend. It's really disgusting, to be honest with you. We're sitting in 2026. We're sitting on unprecedented times, honestly, with companies buying out other companies. It's wild. In our lifetime, it's wild to see what is happening in lifetime with between the NBA, MLB, NHL, and now this. To me, what this does is WWE doesn't really care about the wrestling industry. They're on a path of it's everybody else but them, and
yes,
it's disgusting. It's I was telling you before I started recording this. I was like, this is just absolutely dumbfounding. I'm appalled as a wrestling fan. That's where I'm at with this. I'm appalled because you're gonna have one stop shop with WWE, and then it's gonna be
yes,
everything else. And where does AEW go from here? Where does MLW go from here? MLPW. You know, should you be should you be worried WWE coming in and offering a bag full of money? And you know what? Shame on the content creators. This is where you've sold out. You fucked up. So, pardon my
thank
language for
you.
this video. You have sold
No,
out, and it's a shame.
no, we listen. Listen right now. They sold out on a whole bag of goods, where they could have spoke up and said, "Okay, guys, let everybody get a piece of the pie, get a piece of everything that is going on, because it's business. Because at the end of it, it's all, yes, it's business, but then you also have to cater to the fans. And right now, WWE is not catering to the fans. They're catering to the business. They're catering to the big wig, the macas, the corporate giants out there. This is why they're going into satellite radio, and they're gonna get your content creators. You watch.
It's a
I said
shame.
it there.
It's a shame. I wanted to do like a podcast with you on it, but I thought, you know what? No, we can do it as a video because we're going to be doing a mega
Yes,
show on Sunday after
of course.
Redemption. But what I'm really, really disappointed on, and this is what I'm really, really disappointed, is the fact of just the whole situation. I'm just dumbfounded. I'm just dumbfounded. And no offense in this video, fuck you, Greg LaGreca. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. Yes, fuck you, Greg LaGreca,
You are a
Bully
now you
Ray,
are considered a liar in my eyes.
and you're a
You've
sellout.
done all the fans dirty.
You sold out. You sold out after all that you built with Busted Open Radio. You let WWE sell you the fuck out? Shit. I wonder what else you do. What else will you do? At least your brother, at least your own brother got some dignity.
Yeah, at least he does.
At least your own brother got some fucking dignity. Not you. Not you. Oh, WWE came knocking at your door. How much? How much? I'm willing to
You know what
sell it. I'm
also
willing
is
to
that you
sell it.
know is also is a shame too out of all this too. They fired Coachman out before this all took place.
Oh no.
They've been firing a lot of
Yeah.
people, a lot of close names that talk wrestling. And fuck you, Sirius XM. You're the same people that hired Stephen A. Smith and pulled the same shit. It's such a
Yeah. Well,
shame.
no. Actually, with Sirius XM, it wasn't them that hired Stephen A. It was Christopher Mad Dog Russo from Mad Dog Radio.
Yeah, it's just
To
to me, all this WWE stuff. It's a shame because now it hurts the integrity of the IWC, YWC with this kind of shit because now wrestling fans are going to have to, that want real information, real news. They're all turning their heads. Everybody's turning their heads.
but we also have to remember what TKO said the day after WrestleMania on that Monday morning, folks. What did they tell us? We don't care about the fans. We care
No.
about the bottom dollar. And whatever we put on there, you're gonna love it. Whether we suck or we just give it to you halfway. They told you
You
that.
know what? It's a shame because you know what?
They told you that.
Me and you both pride ourselves in giving information. And ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
to the viewers of this video, look, me and Smooth we pride ourselves on being raw and uncut and unbiased with each and every one of you. We give you our real passion on how we feel about wrestling, sports, politics,
Yes.
religion, sexuality stuff. And and we're gonna do more of these recordings when we can because Smooth has been talking to me for a while. While we're talking, why don't we record something? This thought is pretty good. We
Of
should have
course.
recorded it instead of putting it in a podcast form and put it out there. And I think we're gonna start doing this because I have the feature on my phone to do so. Um, and the real sad part of it all is this is I just feel like this hurts media in general. This just
Yeah.
does. And
It does.
you brought up JD from New York. He'll probably be the next domino to fall.
Not only just JD from NY 206, Monster, and Denise Salcedo. I put those
And
three.
WWE is buying out mainstream guys. You need to understand why we're being passionate in this video and why we're going to be passionate on Sunday about this kind of stuff because it hurts mainstream media. It takes the
Yes.
voices away. It's kind of like Sony for gaming, how you don't own physical media and you're going to love every second of it. You have
True.
you have to understand the ramifications of what's going on. You have to understand this because in our perspective this hurts people like upcomers like me and Smooth. It hurts people that are trying to do things. And I don't want to hear from these budget people like Ango and a few other channels trying to put a spin on this. There's no spin you can put on this.
There's no, there's no damn spin you could put on this. It is straight up bribery. There's
Yes.
bribes and payoffs going on with this. Okay, it's just like what's going on in politics. It's what goes on in business every single day.
And
Bribes and
I have an
payoffs,
opinion. I
folks.
have an opinion on this take, and this is just me. I don't know if you feel the same way as me here. I
Oh,
just feel as much as what's going on with gaming, I think people are going to turn on the mainstream media.
yeah, they're already on.
I
You
think
you're
their
starting.
bastions right now of media is going to be your Jim Cornettes of the world, and I'm hoping Vince Russo stays independent of himself, and I hope
Well,
Brian Alvarez and them stay independent because WWE's just throwing bags full of money and they're not caring.
they're not caring at all because what it is that it's just about the dollar. It's about the bottom dollar. It's
So
about
this
how
is
much.
what's happening. So you guys now know this. So when I put this up later on tonight on the YouTube channel, I'll probably put it up on X and things like that, the links and stuff. Um, and by the way, down below in the video will be everything for Smooth down below. But I will tell you guys this. Um, what they did say, and this is I'll break this down. So basically, you're gonna have Sam whatever, and then you're gonna
Berg.
have Peter Rosenberg And then you're
Universal
gonna
does.
have I guess on this you're gonna have Stephanie McMahon's podcast, and then they're gonna do like live events. So this also really kills people that are
Yeah.
doing like the streaming site playbook or watch alongs. This has ramifications. This is not good for anybody. This
No.
doesn't
No.
benefit. And now, if you have an opinion about WWE radio or you want to comment on something, be prepared to get a DMCA on your videos. I guarantee WWE will be taking action on anybody that wants to respond. So WWE is going to try to. I'm going to say this: they're going to try to control the narrative, as
True.
EC3, as EC3 says. I'm just really royally disappointed. I just
But
can't believe what I'm seeing in live time, and I'm as a wrestling fan, this makes me not want to watch WWE even more now. This makes me want to protest because now they're going after companies. It's not just this, the bigger picture of this, they're going after companies. NWA is another one that they're being friendly friend with, and I would expect Billy Corgan to sell out eventually.
of course, listen. You're seeing it in live time, but I'm not surprised. I saw it coming. Matter of fact, I saw this coming from, I would say, last year. A little, the little inklings of it came in last year. How a lot of the discourse started to pick up. Everybody wanted to sell out to WWE because WWE is the megalith corporation that can just about take it and make it happen with us. When you are going to sell out to a what? A content to a corporation that's not even doing well at the moment, but you'll take the money.
Exactly. This is what we've been preaching on the channel, on our show. We've been preaching this for a while. Um,
Yes.
guys, the day of the you guys got to be we got to take back control. Like everything that's happening in the world right now, companies are gobbling up companies. They want to control the
Mhm.
narrative. Look at gaming. Now look at wrestling. Things that I'm loving are now the control of the narrative. Then
And
you know,
look, and we can also talk about a little bit here on with this video. Look at what's going on with ESPN. Who are they putting up as the top guy, and who they're putting as the second best, and who they're taking off? Because we have to also remember who also is in the building with ESPN, WWE. Now let's go to ESPN a little bit. ESPN is about to host the Super Bowl. They don't want all that mess, and it's like this. You don't want all that mess of racial animus and everything else of the nature messing up the bottom dollar leading up to a Super Bowl. We
yep.
want to talk about you want to talk about the content of sports. Same thing that has to do with wrestling. You want to talk about the content of wrestling. Not all this old discourse about, oh, well, WWE is the best and AEW could suck it and all these companies can suck it. So everybody else can't get a chance, but WWE can gobble up the whole thing. And like I said, this reminds me of the 80s into the 2000s when they were gobbling up companies. They gobbled up the companies in the South, Northeast, the West, WCW,
Yep.
ECW,
Yep.
all of it. That was that
Absolutely.
this and it's the same thing that's what's going on with the whole satellite radio, um,
But
internet
isn't
internet writers.
here's my thing. Isn't XM been dying for a while? I used to have XM in my car when I first bought it.
Yes, yes, because here's the here's
Nobody's
the
really,
situation.
I don't really like, if I had XM, it would not, I wouldn't use
Mhm.
it like that. I didn't use it when I had a
No,
subscription.
nobody's not really onto that because what everybody has transitioned into from satellite radio is streaming live video,
Yep.
live content,
So
breaking
supposedly
news.
with this deal, that they're going to be featured on live TV out of it.
Oh, well, here we go.
So
Here we go.
that's what I think. And I'm going to say this, fuck you, Bully Ray. Fuck
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
World's Strongest Man. You guys are sellouts. It's very apparent. And you know what? You
Well,
lied to your audience. That's the other thing I don't understand. You lied to your audience.
yep.
Mark
Yeah.
Henry and all them just lied to their audience. And see, this is the thing. And I don't want to hear from curmudgeon people saying, "Oh, well, spin it and make this thing." We may do another video on talking about LeBron real fast on the channel, but this shit's
Yeah.
wild. This shit to me just screams WWE's out of touch on what the fans are want. They're plummeting in views. They're plummeting in money, and
Yes.
this is just
Because
tone deaf to me.
because you told the fans we don't care about you. We don't care about you all, and we will increase the prices on the tickets and everything else of the nature, and you're gonna love it. Look at what's going on with SummerSlam. You can't even sell out not one. You can't even sell out night one.
No,
And
they really can't.
you can't start off night one, and you got and you have and you all you curmudgeon WWE corporation had to get Justin Jefferson of the Minnesota Vikings to give you a to put his own discount just for people to come in for night one at SummerSlam. Make that make sense. Oh, but then again, we told you so.
Well, I'm not surprised with any of this right now. I'm not surprised with W. I wouldn't be surprised if WWE bought TNA and NWA at this point. I'm not surprised.
Well, it's coming. It's coming. Probably. Listen, I'll let you know this. By the end of the year, both of those companies will be bought out and it'll be in the WWE umbrella. Watch what
Well,
happens.
here's my
By the end
question
of the
then.
year,
When do we start talking about antitrust?
you got to start talking about it now. Better start talking about it now.
Because it becomes that way. It's like Paramount. And if you really go that way, if you really look at the Paramount deal, why they're now putting a hold on it in America, the merger altogether, it's
Yeah.
an antitrust. It's an antitrust. Whoa, they own 85%, and people get
Yes.
shafted at the end of the day. That's not okay.
No, because and then too with that deal, like what we discussed about, they're not respecting the rules. It's like law and order. You got to respect law and order with it. We have a constitution and the Bill of Rights of it. And if your deal cannot cannot match up with what the Bill of Rights and the Constitution is saying, along with the laws of this, along with the nation code of laws, then yeah, your deal is going to be on hold, and we're going to review it. And if it comes out that it's you're going to be shafting a lot of people and doing shady things, break it out, break it down, break it off, break it off. It will be no more. And it's like with WWE, we have to start talking about anti.
Also to the people that are watching this, we're giving you facts. I'll have an article down below. You can read all about it. You can go into depth, including Smooth's links and stuff, his at signs and whatnot, where you can go ahead and follow the co-host of the Smooth and Wraith show, or the Wraith and Smooth show, however you want to slice and dice that. To me, this just doesn't benefit anybody. This is going to make it to where WWE controls the narrative, and to me, then AEW is going to start making moves like this, and you watch how this plays out. It's going to be a war of two, or maybe Tony Khan says screw it. You know what I mean? My biggest fear is out of this is you're going to have like shows like Awani. You're going to have the Awani show. You're going to have things like that. That it's going to become who's real, who's not, who's being paid, who's not. WWE's made this.
Uh, and no, I was gonna say this. Ariel Hawani has already come out and spoke up against WWE. So what's that to say? Maybe he'll probably go to the side of AEW. Who knows? But see, it's like this. Who can you trust out there for content now, for the here and now? After this happened, who are you gonna trust? What are you gonna trust? You're gonna trust your pop, Stevie Richards and all? Maybe. Who
James
knows?
Romero, who's the other
James
one?
Romero,
Dutch
uh,
Mantel.
Just Mental.
I see. I'm
What's his
very
name?
worried because this opens up the can of worms where WWE could do what Nintendo was doing. Come join our partner program.
That's what's going on. It's just the same thing of what's going on. It's not even. But see, with WWE, they don't want no partnership. They want to take over. They want to
That's
take
my whole
over.
fear out of this, because what WWE will do is this is what I have a feeling of, like Nintendo did. Nintendo churched up all these channels to promote their product, and when it went south, a lot of them got shafted and their channels got ruined.
Yep.
And
That's what.
the thing is here with WWE, I feel the same thing's going to happen. They're going to try to pull the same stunt Nintendo did. This was like 5 years ago, the Nintendo program, and a lot of people backed out of it, and it ruined a lot of people's lives. On top
But
of it,
of course, but we also have to remember who is WWE hooked up with in the White House.
yeah, that's true.
Okay, now, so this is why they can make the moves now. Make it now, so
Well,
that when you get to
WWE,
three,
like I said, we've been saying this. Take a look at the AI side of things. Now look at this. Look at the Paramount deal. Look at how shady that
yes,
was. And now look at all the
yeah,
stuff that's coming out about that. Now Paramount's looking like the bad guys. They lied.
of course they lied. Of course they lied. There was
And
a
now you're
chat.
seeing
It,
people like Brandon Carr. You're seeing the Orange Man. You're seeing how many cookie hands in the cookie jar there is, and it's sad.
yeah,
This is
and
unprecedented. This is unprecedented times to me, where companies can buy
I
out smaller
wouldn't.
people.
I wouldn't be surprised to see whose hands is in the cookie jar of this WWE factor buying up the satellite radio and internet content creators. Wouldn't be surprised who in the White House is involved in this or outside the White House
Like
because you know they're
how
hooked
much
up.
money there is.
They're hooked up with the Orange Man. They got and they have three and they know they have about 3 years to make moves like this before a next person comes in, or else they can't be able to make these moves. That's why they're making it now.
Yeah.
That's why you seen Paramount want to make a move and buy up Warner Brother Discovery because they got the advantage. They cozy up to the Orange Man.
Well,
It's
the
all
two,
connected.
the brother, the son, and the father were friends with what's his name all along.
Orange Man, of course. And who's friend and who in TKO is friends with Orange Man?
They all are.
Shapiro and what's his name?
Shapiro, Artie Emanuel, even what's his name's
And
part of his health
Mario.
and whatever. Triple H,
Triple H, Nick Khan,
Nick Khan.
all
So
of them.
it's all
All of them.
it's
It's
sad to
all
me.
connected.
It's
It's
sad
all
because
connected.
wrestling media is going to shit. The NFL media is going to shit.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like I just said with the NFL media, look at the layoffs that they had to do in order for Pat McAfee to get the deal. But see, it's not Pat McAfee's fault. These guys, some of them just were the casualties. The others, hey, they had to go. You want
Well,
to
to be
go, you went
honest
to the
with you, I'll be real, keep it real in this video. Ryan Clark
yes,
wasn't really doing anything special.
no,
A lot of these people that were on ESPN were just nothing contracts, and they're just trimming the fat. Like Cam Newton. Cam Newton was just there once in a while.
that's all.
And I'm
That's
not
all.
dishing on Cam Newton or Ryan Clark. I think Ryan Clark and Cam Newton will do fine on their own.
Yeah, because they have their own podcast and and their operations. It's like Cam said. Oh well, I ain't see it coming, but I got my own operations going. I said I tell him you ain't got to worry about that. You ain't got to worry about working for
And then in
somebody now.
replacement of all those people, you're gonna probably bring in a Shannon Sharp. You're probably gonna bring an Ocho Cinco in. You know,
Because remember,
unfortunately, and I could see I kind of see Nightcap going from YouTube, and I see this, and I see them getting a big payday to do both, kind of like what Pat McAfee is doing now. So
yes,
bottom line, guys, to wrap up this video, I'm just gonna say
wrap it up.
this. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna take you guys home real quick. Look, it's bad for wrestling. This is not benefiting anybody. Trust me when I say this. I've seen this once before, and this
Me
doesn't. I've
too.
seen it many times before, and it never ends well. And who gets fucked at the end of the rainbow when you have no choices? Us, the fans.
That's the fans.
And that's just bottom line. Shame on you, WWE. You know better, but you don't care. And don't church
No,
it up. And Dave McGreca, I don't want to hear from you saying,
no,
"Oh, well, this is best for business." No, you took a big payday. You lost your integrity. I can't take you serious. And you won't talk about
yeah,
AEW. You won't talk about any other promotion outside of WWE
no,
and their affiliates. And by the
nope.
way, it's not Dean Malenko. It's the other one. Oh my God, Lance Storm. Lance Storm, go
Last
fuck
time.
yourself, dude. You're sitting here saying how great the ID program is and how all this is great. No, the ID program has been bad for the wrestling industry to begin with. It's a
That's what
cancer. It's terrible.
it's a case. Yes, it sucks.
It's basically MLB's minor league system on steroids, and it doesn't benefit anybody,
No.
unfortunately. And I don't want to hear from any gamudgets or anybody that tells me different. I will disagree with you hardcore in the paint. This is gonna hurt. And people like Thunder Rosa got fired out of it, which she was actually really good.
Yes, she
I
was.
tuned in a lot. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Natalia, but again, I find her just talking all the time, just like I do Bully Ray. They just say points and it makes no sense. And fuck you, Bully Ray. I will say that all day in this video and pure and throughout any of the live streams or anything like that. I will say this. Fuck you. You're the biggest. I'm gonna say this. You're the biggest cocksucker I've ever seen. You're the biggest one. And I wonder how much WWE paid you and Mark Henry to literally be an infomercial. And Dave LaGreca, how much money did they give you? No offense. How much money did you get paid to put that Twitter video out saying, "Oh, nothing's changing. We're still going to be loyal to the loyal fans that buy our merch and everything." No, you're not. No, you're not. It's going to be good for 5 minutes and you're going to go and you're going to kiss the ass in the brass ring of WWE.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
and
Dave
and it's and, it,
LaGreca.
and, it, and it's very sold when you have a Sam Rosenberg and Roberts and
Sam Roberts.
Rosenberg and both guys that are on the chode of WWE. Let's just keep it real there. I'll keep it real in a
Yeah,
video. You're on their ass. That's what that is.
that's right. Yeah,
And I have to keep it
yeah.
real. Like I tell you guys, we're gonna keep it real. I'm gonna be real with you.
I'm
I
gonna be
see
real
I
here
see a
too.
lot more wrestling channels going the way of this. I do.
That's right.
And
Because
it's
they're about
very
to
scary
sell.
times.
Yeah, it is, and they're gonna sell themselves out.
Like
They
I
better
see
look at this.
deceased. Well, deceased Sato, Hollywood deceased Sato is part of Fightful in a way, so I don't think she would take WWE money like that. She's really been about AEWs, so I don't see her.
Okay,
But again, money talks. A lot of people could be
money
persuaded.
talks. Money talks.
$60,000 will change somebody's life real quick. Trust me when I say
Oh
that
yeah.
one.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Or even
By and by
or
the
even.
way, and by the way, I am gonna say these two names because they've been brought up 1,000 times on Twitter. I could definitely see Solid Monster and JD from New York selling out real quick.
Oh, you seen them? I told y'all.
Because a
You
lot of
heard
people
it
are bringing
here.
this up because they are one of them's part of the XM family. I think. I think JD is with the whole Coachman thing.
That's
I
right.
think.
That's
I
right.
think.
He's
Now
with the
I
two
could be
count.
speculating on that one. I could be wrong. But
He's with the two
again,
count.
this is
Yeah.
very worrisome to me. And by the way, I watched Ango and a few of these big channels, and let's keep it real here. No, stop spinning it. You cannot spin this. This is a giant red flag to me. As a wrestling channel, or as a wrestling gaming everything, including the show we do that primarily focuses on sports and a little bit of politics. It's wild times. I'm horrified. Like I'm worried. This makes me worried because it's going to take more people out. It's going to take the
Yeah.
competition out and it's going to make it harder on YouTube terms because YouTube will bow down to WWE. Trust me when I say this, they'll bow down. You
Of
won't be able
course.
to talk about anything WWE going forward outside the bigger players. Smaller players will get swallowed and smaller channels won't exist. Trust me when I say this because it's already happening in the mega sphere of sports.
That's right.
They want to control the narrative, and that's what's happening. And we are considered new mainstream media. That's what me and Smooth are considered new mainstream media. If you guys didn't know this, now
That's
you
right. New
know.
media. New media.
And I will tell this before we wrap up this video. I'm going to say this. Guys, band together. To everybody online, band together. Put out
Yes, sir.
hashtags, start movements because, freedom of speech, things like that. Like, this is going to take your voices away. If you love wrestling, you love talking about it, we need to have this conversation. We need to put WWE to the fire to the flames at this point.
I
Just
was
like
st- I,
just like the
and
EA Sports.
and if I gotta start my boy, and if I gotta start a hashtag, here's my hashtag. Hashtag boycott WWE.
It's
That's it.
it's out of control. Anyway, guys,
That's my hands.
make sure to rate, like, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the podcast on Sunday after Redemption. Going forward on this channel, I'm going to cover MLPW no matter what. I kind of enjoyed doing it was a breath of fresh air. Maybe I'll do a separate uh, uh something separate. Maybe we'll do it separately, or I'll make it
Yes.
its own entity thing after we'll do like an hour of, we'll work it out somewhere. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to rate, like, and subscribe. Smooth's links will be down below in the description. Show him some love. I appreciate him guesting on a video. We're going to talk about LeBron next, so come over to watch that video next. And yeah, thank you for stopping in. And if you have an opinion, drop it down below. Let us know. Let us know how you feel. Is WWE becoming a monopoly? I believe so. I think it's really unfair, but I think they're doing this to basically stick it to their competition. Hey, we're the big dogs. This is what we're gonna do. Anyway, I'll see you guys.